We are jumping in and reviewing the first chapter of the Tokyo Ghoul manga. Okay, short spate's over. We're gonna be doing this a lot. The manga starts us off in a cafe where we learn about numerous murders happening around the block by monsters known as ghouls. Creatures that look and act human, but are actually creatures that feast on humans to survive. We meet our protagonist, introverted bookworm Ken Kaneki, who's getting teased by his best and only friend Hide over having a crush on one of the patrons at their favorite cafe. And let me tell ya, he lays into this poor guy with how often he calls him a weak loser. Like, even by good friend standards, this is kind of pushing it. Hide hits on one of the servers, but she won't be important later, and in walks a girl Kaneki's age named Rize, who turns out to be Kaneki's crush. Rize and Kaneki bump into each other and both realize that they like the same book and the same author. Because of this, Kaneki manages to get a date from the girl, and the two have dinner together while gushing about their favorite mystery and horror novels. Kaneki immediately knows there's something off of her, and he realizes she isn't eating much, but shrugs it off as a diet thing. That night, Kaneki walks Rize home as various school-related murders have been occurring where she lives, but she's acting strange. She suddenly embraces Kaneki, and we get my favorite part about the manga: page turn. Rize takes a bite out of Kaneki's shoulder, revealing she's been the ghoul that's been murdering people on the street. Kaneki quickly puts together that she's tricked him into thinking she was interested and has been luring men on the street to feed on them. Kaneki manages to somehow escape, and he hard beelines for a nearby construction site where he's immediately cornered. Kaneki is stabbed in the side by Rize's ghoul tendrils, but Rize has the luck of a rock and accidentally causes several steel beams to fall and crush her, leaving Kaneki to bleed out. Kaneki is rushed to the hospital where a doctor is operating on Kaneki to save his life, but his organ is too damaged and must be replaced. In the end, the doctor decides to use Rize's organ to replace Kaneki's as they share the same blood type, seemingly unaware of Rize's ghoulish nature. Chapter concludes with Kaneki slowly waking up in the hospital, narrating about if he was the main character in a book, it would be a tragedy. If I'm being honest, I see this chapter as a standard. It's perfect. Immediately setting the tone and characters for what's to come, and God, I love the horror action segments where the page just turns black. Really creates that holy shit moment for when you turn the page at a moment like when Rize is hugging Kaneki, and you just turn to see black and gore and immediately put together, oh shit, things just got real. It's the biggest reason why I love the series, I can't lie. I still shake a bit knowing what's happening whenever I read this page. The art style is a little janky in some areas. What a strange pose to hit right when you walk into a cafe, I gotta say. But in the horror segments, it's stellar, and really, that's all that matters. Characters can look as off as they want to in the peaceful segments, just as long as they keep looking absolutely insane in the horror segments. But I wanna know, what do you think?